Gemini, welcome to your monthly readings. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. And if you would like a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. Or if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do so by following the PayPal link, which is also down below, and as well my Facebook and Instagram pages. So Gemini, I do feel like this month of January may bring a little bit of a tense quality to it. So there's a little bit of tension or nervousness about how you may be feeling inside. Even though I feel like this inner difficulty or struggle that some of you are facing in the month of January is something that you're not necessarily though exposing on the outside. I do feel like some Geminis are being looked at by others as someone being in control, as someone reaching a good position in life, or someone that is being able to gracefully take care of their lives in a positive way. So people are looking at you as someone who has some control, or even some benefits, or something about you resonates to the outside world as someone that knows what's doing in life. And inside, you may not be feeling that way at all. You may be really struggling with something. I feel like some of you are struggling with, there's things in your life that you wish you could have control that you don't. And then there's things in your life that you do have control that you wish you wouldn't have to control. You know what I mean? There's a sense of misplaced enjoyment of in which you would like to have control versus what you don't have control of. And I feel like some of you are being asked to surrender to what you can control. And this may be dealing with relationships, or maybe dealing with aspects of your life that encompass something that you feel you need to sacrifice in order to fully become that version of self that you want to become. So there's a little bit of a sacrificial nature during the month of January with Geminis in relationships. Because I feel like some of you feel that either you have the love, either you have the beautiful, emotional, picture of dream that you have imagined for your life, which is this 10 of Cups here, this happy ending, or you have yourself and all the luxuries and all the control and all the success and all the freedom that brings. So what I want to say is that some Geminis in the month of January may become aware, or they are very aware of the price they pay for their choices. And that's where the difficult as well may lie, in not knowing if some of you want to choose yourself or if you want to choose others. I feel like some of you feel like if you choose love, you will lose something that you have been working for on your own, that you have gained something on your own: control, success, establishment, fortune, a name. Some of you have built something on your own. Some of you have been working on autonomy, financial independence, or just reaching a position in life that you don't have to worry, or you don't have to struggle as much with finances and work and everything dealing with the financial world, with the material world. So you've reached a position here. And then in the soul, you have a very material card as well. You have the Emperor. So a part of you desires this structure in life and this definition of the very indefined world, which is the subjective world of the soul. So some of you are struggling with the lack of structure and the lack of definition of your life, of the direction your life is taking, of where you should be going. So you see, you're trying to control, some of you, the uncontrollable. And I feel like there's a need to give in to the fact that sometimes in life we need to, it's like a shot in the dark. We need to keep going even though it's dark and we don't see yet what's going to happen or what is really happening there, but we have to keep walking and trying. So some of you are giving up on trying, or you're putting things on hold completely as well until you reach definition. But the thing is, with this Hanged Man in your future position is telling you is that there may not be a definition as you are expecting anytime soon. So what will you do? Will you stop your life? And some of you are struggling really hard. I can sense that really hard with this, in jumping into the unknown and giving of yourself to other, or in allowing other in, or in trying, taking a risk in a relationship, or taking a risk on something that involves more of that emotional world, or staying where you are in the safe zone where there may be much more of a focus on you and in you controlling everything, but in where you may feel more alone or isolated from the bond, the emotional bond that in reality you also crave. So the domineering aspect is really strong in your behavioral patterns during this time. You may demand things from life, or you may have this real, pushy attitude about demanding answers in certain ways, where the only thing you can get is uncertainty. And until you try and you leave those experiences so they can tell you or show you what they are all about. So in a way, you're trying to predict what's a relationship going to be, what this job's going to be, what this option going to be. You're wanting to predict the future. You're wanting to see ahead so you can know if you should choose that or not. And as you know, in life, we don't get that. We don't get that. We can try to predict the future. We can try to ask as many gifted psychics and tarot readers and astrologers and mediums in the world to predict our future to us. But until we live it, we will never know for sure if the prediction is right. That's the trick and the magic of it. That's why a tarot reading, for me, in my approach, is just a possibility in accordance, to the system of patterns you're following in your life. So anything is possible. Tomorrow you would receive another type of reading and it would be a different story if your patterns would change. But we are creatures that follow patterns. So when we do that in a certain way, yes, we are a little bit predictable, or our future turns out to be more predictable than of one person that dares to just experience and do something different. Something out of alignment with the baggage or the fear or the conduct that is always about the same things. So I'm insisting on this message because I feel some Geminis are really afraid of the dark. And when I say the dark, is not at all negativity. No, I don't feel that. You're afraid of trying your luck on happiness. You're afraid of giving of yourself to others. You're afraid of the transformational aspect that happens in love. The trust that we need to give in, yes, to other, and the power that holds over someone. So you are afraid to give in to something. It can be a relationship, as I'm sensing here, or it can be anything else that requires an effort on your side to quit control. Let go of it. Just dare to try. But if you feel like the risk is too high, and if the price is too high and you don't want to pay it, then yes, make decisions in accordance to your truth. That's why the Nine of Pentacles is your conscious position. It's because you need to make decisions based first and foremost in yourself, in what you truly need. But there's a difference between choosing truthfully the self or choosing the self or choosing to neglect the needs of the self, where the needs of the self could be about wanting to be in love or wanting to be in a state of love and connection with others and relationship, marriage, family. All of this may scare you quite a lot, or may be scaring you for some reason during the month of January. The highest degrees of commitment are scaring some of you. It can be a marriage, it can be a partnership, it can be a commitment, contract with some job. It can be, there's a sense of commitment scaring you off, even if the promise it holds is great. Because the Ten of Cups in your unconscious is also telling you that a part of you unconsciously desires the happy ending. Yes, you desire to have it all, to have your dreams, to have your dreams accomplished, to have money, to have love, to have spiritual bliss. You want it all. And who told you can't have it? It's a matter of trust and belief in the self here. But also, and first and foremost, trust in the universe. Trust in God. Trust the process. Trust that everything will be okay. Even if it falls a little bit out of the plan you have structured with this Emperor, So you can trust in yourself, but maybe some of you don't trust in the good things that may come to you. They are meant to come to you. The happiness, the love, the care, celebration. Some of you have this difficulty in merging fully. Mind, body, soul, and even finances, joint finances, things like that. You have a difficulty trusting. Some of you have been working on the self a lot, in this independent self, that now you don't know if you know how to let others in that space or trust in others in that space. You may be afraid, as I said in the beginning, to lose yourself in others, to lose yourself in feelings, and to lose control of what you have built so far. So basically, Geminis are reviewing their priorities in life, but also their deepest needs and their deepest fears. And some of you, this is all about the unknown. It's the unpredictable element of life and needing to live life to see what life has to offer. So imagine you are in love with someone, but you have never been in a relationship with that person, so you don't know how the relationship is going to be. It can be a long-lasting one. It can last 1 week, 1 month. It can be a great experience. It can be a terrific experience, or it can be a horrible one. You don't know. But the thing is, are you going to stay in the what ifs? Here, Hangman, what ifs, what ifs, what ifs? Or are you going to give it a go and try it? Because that's the only way you will know for sure if that relationship is one that is good or not, or if it's one that it will work out or not. It's just by living it. is just by living it. And you are afraid. I feel like some of you are really afraid. And some of you are being pressured by lovers, by authority figures, by parents, by teachers, by friends. I feel like the more you are into this fear, the more the surroundings, your surroundings are pressuring you to commit or to make a decision, and it can be hard. I feel like it's not at all a very smooth, peaceful process, but it's one that is going to put you closer to your real needs and to what really, really, really your happy ending and the happy ending you dream and the happy ending you want can be. Not just as a concept or an ideal, but an actual everyday type of building, and living through it. So yes, in the end, maybe you look back to your life and you see, yes, I was happy because I was not afraid to live. And incredibly, many of us are afraid of this. We are afraid to live. We are afraid to have experiences, even if the cost of that is being on our own and suffering to be on our own. And I feel like some of you you're also afraid of being on your own forever, or that you will never get over your fears. Some of you are asking, how will I make it on my own? And those type of questions. So there's a lot about relationships, but the relationships are teaching you about you more than anything right now. It's like they are putting a spotlight on your issues, intimacy issues, emotional dysfunctions. All of that is going to be like more on the surface than usual during this period. So I hope you have a great month. Thank you so much for all of you that have been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, and hopefully we'll see each other soon.